an epic land, the ancient epicenter of commerce. Today we are emerging anew. As India turns 75, let's celebrate the most unique stories of big dreams, big take, and bold minds coming together to build the most unique, modern marvels of engineering to build the unique backbone of a brand new India. Let's go discover what it takes to build India. Devbhumi Uttarakhand, the land of the gods. Of all of Uttarakhand's beautiful shrines, 4 temples nestled high up in the Himalayas stand out as the holiest circuit, the Char Dham. Namaskar, I am Vaibhav Dange. Today we are going on Uttarakhand's most divine pilgrimage, the road trip that's going to boost safety, transform daily living and help every devotee complete the pilgrimage of a lifetime. All year round, the road to divinity that's going to build India.
In the making, marvels of engineering and technology come up across the tough Himalayan terrain to create the road to divinity. Making Uttarakhand's roads safe all year round and enabling pilgrims to reach India's most sacred sites. The road to divinity, the Char Dham, that's building a new India.
Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, each as sacred, each as steeped in a rich history, each holding a special place in every Indian's heart. For decades, the faithful have struggled to undertake this pilgrimage. But now, across Uttarakhand, roads are being built at speeds never seen in the mighty Himalayas before.
The Char Dham Yatra, one of the most popular pilgrimage routes, at the heart of practice for followers of one of the oldest religions in the world. For devotees, this is the pilgrimage that leads to peace, to moksha, the ultimate salvation, a must at least once in a lifetime. The 4 temples, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Badrinath and Kedarnath, are open just about half the year. Within this window, up to 4 million devotees a year undertake this Herculean test of faith. Battling great heights, the vagaries of Himalayan weather and precarious, accident-prone roads. The Char Dham are some of the highest altitude temples in some of India's remotest, toughest terrain. And its backdrop, the world's highest mountain range. The Himalayas are also the youngest, and it's still geologically active. The roads to Lord Shiva's doors are getting harder to traverse by the year. Narrow choked roads cause massive log jams. Avalanches and landslides are almost as common. Unpredictable weather makes it even more precarious. June 16, 2013, a cloudburst triggers one of the worst disasters Uttarakhand has ever seen.
When I had taken charge as a minister, there was a big floods, then a lot of things were there in Uttarakhand. At that time it was inspiration in my mind that we need to have a new road in Char Dham area. Now people are going only 6 months. So our idea was to make it all season road.
The Char Dham Pariyojana will connect Yamunotri, Gangotri, Badrinath and Kedarnath to Delhi through Rishikesh while slashing travel time by up to 40%. This 12,000 crore rupee project will build 889 kilometers of green all-weather road at a record-breaking pace. At the Dharasu Barkot Yamunotri Road, On the way from Rishikesh to Yamunotri, a brand new bi-directional 4,531 meter long Silk Yara tunnel in the making Silk Yara tunnel will cut the distance by 20 kilometers, saving more than an hour on the route at the minimum, along with reduced log jams and getting tourists and locals across safely all year round. But first, engineers have to negotiate fickle Himalayan rock. Phyllite is a soft, fine-grained rock that dots the ever-growing, ever-changing Himalayas. A rock that can cave in easily at the slightest disturbance. Here the tunnel crews have to negotiate excavating through almost 90% of phyllite rock.
It is often very difficult to predict the exact nature of the rock that we are going to encounter using the conventional geotechnological investigation. So phyllite is a kind of metamorphic soft rock, and tunneling through phyllite often poses the difficult conditions of squeezing, so which requires additional support such as lattice girders or additional structural dip supports.
After each blast, the construction crews rush to line the walls with shotcrete. Then comes the crew's secret recipe. Rock bolts help transfer the load from the primary lining to the sturdier rock hidden well below the surface. Here, crews use longer rock bolts with much lesser gaps to help Himalayas rocks be the support to this unique Himalayan marvel of engineering.
We also use a lot of sensors to understand the movements inside the rocks. We continuously monitor the deformations inside the tunnel. We do not allow the tunnel's primary lining to fail at any instance, because if it fails, there will be damage to property, there will be damage to manpower, machines.
Once the first layer of defense sets, the crew shows up the wall with a special 400mm thick concrete lining. Once done, the Silk Yara tunnel will become the very first to use a mist-controlled fire suppression system, built to control fires within mere minutes.
This engineering marvel at Silk Yara is setting new standards in safe infra construction in the delicate Himalayas, creating an example of how to protect delicate ecology while focusing on bringing development to the doorstep of each Indian. The Himalayas are the youngest mountains in the world. They are still growing a little bit at a time. This makes the terrain extremely challenging for engineers across the world. On the Char Dham route, Indian engineers are building safe roads in some of the most accident-prone areas in Uttarakhand.
Near Biasi, on the precarious yet crucial stretch between Rishikesh and Rudraprayag on the National Highway 7, people have struggled to get by on a single unpaved road for years. Today, a brand new 600-meter long two-lane bridge named the Marine Drive Viaduct now enables people to get by quickly and safely. It was meant to be a simple bridge, supported by 35-meter-long spans. But the Bhagirathi had other plans. Its waters prevented traditional open foundations.
फ्लैश फ्लड्स आती हैं, वाटर लेवल दिन में 4 बार आपका अप डाउन होता है, जिसके कारण जो आपने वर्क स्पेस बनाई है वहाँ पे आपको लिमिटेड टाइम मिलता है काम को करने का। उसके बाद हमारा जो ब्रिज था, जो ये वायाडक्ट है, इसकी ऐसी पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन है कि इसके साथ हाईवे चल रहा है NH58, उसके बिल्कुल साथ में हिल है। हिल जो है वो ओवर हैंगिंग है, जो आधा हमारे ब्रिज के ऊपर आ रहा था।
The new design switched over to well foundations, a variety that goes beneath the water levels to form a sturdier base, enabling engineers to reduce 4 foundations in the overall design. A base that holds up 1,000-ton steel girder. That's the weight of about 150 elephants. All to make sure this viaduct can hold fast through the Himalayas' tricky seasons. Almost 90 kilometers away, the road from Rishikesh to Agra-Khal of the National Highway 34 has seen a massive upgrade. This 10-meter wide road was once just 5 to 6 meter wide and ridden with hairpin bends and black spots. Road crews slowly carved through these majestic hills to smoothen out all its bends and curves. In fact, they went through a whopping 800,000 cubic meters. That's about 9 times the volume of London's iconic 5,000-seater Royal Albert Hall. Now the mellow curves of the road allows travelers on the route to simply enjoy the stunning views.
10 मीटर रोड विड्थ बनने से और हिल साइड और वैली साइड प्रोटेक्ट करने से ट्रैफिक जो है वो ऑल वेदर आपका मूव कर सकता है किसी भी सीज़न में, चाहे बारिश हो, चाहे आपका डिफरेंट ट्रैफिक इंटेंसिटी ज़्यादा हो, तो उससे फ़र्क नहीं आता। और प्लस वैली साइड में 22 किलोमीटर रीच में हम लोगों ने मेटल क्रैश बैरियर लगाया है, सो डैट कि कोई भी गाड़ी अगर किसी को ओवरटेक करती है और बाई चांस वैली साइड की तरफ मूव करती है तो वो उसको प्रोटेक्ट करती है उसको नीचे गिरने से।
195 kilometers away, on the road to Kedarnath from Gupt Kashi, road crews are hard at work. Processing the Himalayas' own rocks so that they can be sturdy base for these soon-to-be 7-meter wide roads. Narrow roads aren't the only challenge facing engineers in these hills. Uttarakhand's roads navigate treacherous terrain. This unpredictable land has seen a dramatic 2,900% increase in natural disasters.
The entire Himalayas is basically a folded mountain, and it is formed because of the plate tectonic movement, where the Indian plate has moved over the Asian plate. Now this entire strata not only has got folded, it is also moving northwards every year.
The Char Dham Pariyojana is working urgently to stabilize these fickle slopes. At Bareti, and all of the slopes around are shored up first by rock bolts, then a double coiled mesh for added support. The cherry on the top, the engineers added in a unique little twist. They sprayed seeds into the slope so that the roots of the plants that sprout help hold together the entire surface. Just 25 kilometers away at Nalupani, this process needed an extra step. The soil here is good at absorbing water. Long pipes are inserted to drain out water that could get trapped within. Just a little away from Kedarnath at Lambagarh, the debris from the tragedy of 2013 was a daily reminder to locals and tourists alike.
We went about 5 meters under the bed of Alaknanda river. We made that stretch, which was very narrow, by using geosynthetic grids.
Welded wire mesh cages filled with rock, stone, concrete, sand and soil. Known as gabion from the Italian word for a big cage, form a solid shield.
All these boxes are interconnected with each other, providing a monolithic but yet a flexible structure. One of the most important things in landslide prone areas is to understand the water flow movement and to allow for free flow of water through the subsoil as well as on the surface. With our focus to reduce carbon footprint and with our eco-friendly solutions, McAfee is committed towards India becoming a world leader in sustainable infrastructure. We are committed to keep engineering a better solution to build India.
A sensitive design that maximizes nature's ability to protect against its own ups and downs.
New all-weather roads that are safeguarded against floods, landslides, earthquakes, all that could go wrong in the temperamental Himalayas are coming up at a breathtaking pace, setting new benchmarks in safe construction in Indian infra. With the Char Dham route almost up and running, Uttarakhand's people have already begun dreaming of the transformation to come in their own lives and in their precious Devbhumi.
The trip to Gangotri from Rishikesh via the National Highway 34 would take you across Chamba. Albeit a small town, it's a decidedly crowded space, an inconvenience to tourists, the people of Chamba, and India's forces.
This location is the feeder for our forces, for army, for the ITBPs, to our eastern adversaries. In that way, this becomes strategically very important.
This 440-meter tunnel bypassing Chamba town, built using the new Austrian tunneling method, provides a single solution to multiple problems. Getting tourists across without any jams, decongesting Chamba town, and bringing a better life within reach for the people of Chamba.
चार धाम में एक बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ ये देखी इस समय कि जब हम गंगोत्री पहुंचते थे तो गंगोत्री जाने की जो रोड थी वो बहुत संकरी थी, बहुत डर भी लगता था कि गाड़ी नीचे जाने वाली है। लेकिन जब हम इस साल गए, जब से टनल चम्बो वाली टनल बनी है तो रात निकले, दिन निकले, कभी भी निकले तो हमें 24 घंटे ये रोड खुली मिलती है।
Around 123 kilometers away, on the National Highway 107, an 18-kilometer bypass is reducing trips through the congested Rudraprayag market.
It was a 3-meter motor road before the widening, and we made it to a 2-lane road with a width of 10 meter and a carriageway of almost 12 meter. We included a lot of bioengineering methods like cabin methods and geotextile, geotechnology and hydroseeding, so that our stability of the hills are maintained.
The road now saves up to 40 to 50 minutes a trip, allowing more tourists to come by and boosting businesses across the region.
और जब से चौड़ीकरण हुआ है हाईवे केदारनाथ का, तो हमारा काम भी अच्छा डबल हो गया है लगभग। हमारे गांव को भी फ़ायदा हुआ है आने जाने का, हॉस्पिटल वगैरह या कॉलेज वगैरह बच्चों को जाना होता था तो बहुत समस्याएं हो जाती थी पहले, लेकिन जब से चौड़ीकरण हुआ है, रुद्रप्रयाग में बाईपास हुआ है तो काफ़ी सुविधाएं हो गई हैं आने जाने में। और हमारा भी काम अच्छा चल रहा है, स्टाफ ठीक ठाक रखा हुआ था। इस साल 8-10 स्टाफ थे तो रोज़गार अच्छा दिया हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे।
वहाँ पे अधिक से अधिक लोग जो पलायन कर रहे थे उनका वो पलायन रुक गया। अभी मैदान में या नीचे क्षेत्र में जाने वाले लोग जो है वो वहीं पे अपना रोज़गार ढूंढ रहे हैं और रोज़गार उनको मिल रहा है, तो वो काफ़ी उनके लिए बूस्टिंग था।
Growth that's just a small peek into the impact of the Char Dham Pariyojana across Uttarakhand.
With this Pariyojana, road user safety will get enhanced, the travel time will get reduced. This will help in providing the early medical facility to the people and also result in the enhancement in the revenue to the people because of business. It will help the tourism to increase.
With the all-weather route now close to completion, Uttarakhand is working on new winter tourism possibilities too. The roads to Divinity, that will be the backbone of the state's 2.76 trillion rupees economy. Uttarakhand is now one of the fastest growing states in the entire country.
This 12,000 crore rupee dream project is not just an infrastructure revolution in the state. It's going to change daily living, it's going to transform Uttarakhand's economy all year round, while enabling devotees from across India and around the world to pray at these sacred temples with ease. The new road to divinity that will build a new India.